guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So now we're going to go ahead and knock out the Cell Max missions. So this is Red Zone Cell Max. This is, the final fight for the Red Urban Army, Red Zone. This Cell Max, I actually like the design for this fight quite a bit. He's designed much differently than, the other sort of big Red Zone fights. So remember, the way that Cell Max works here is that he's going to change typing every rotation in order. So he goes AGL, Tech, Int, STR, Physical. Regardless of if you like it or not, this fight more than maybe any other fight in the game is completely based around your opening rotation RNG. This mission we're doing here is to beat the Battle of Wits mission. Now, they went very easy on people, and they only made it a restriction of 4 characters. So you only need 4 Battle of Wits characters rather than the whole team. I wanted to challenge myself, so I went ahead and did the full Battle of Wits category, and we'll do the full Hybrid Saiyan category as well. Now, Battle of Wits is not the greatest category ever, but it certainly helps that the best unit in the game was added to it, and then we also have another overwhelmingly top-tier character, this STR Carnival Goku here. So, funny enough, this Carnival Goku, to me, appears designed around this fight. The other thing about this Cell Max fight, Cell Max attacks so many times per turn, and he can super attack up to 3 times per turn, right? So I think that this Carnival Goku is sort of intended to help out here. This is a very good fight for characters that need to get hit a lot, but are also tanky. So like LR Goku and Vegeta, they'll struggle if they're not supering first. But like, this is a good rotation for us to sort of take advantage of, right? This Goku will be able to double super, he's got the damage reduction, and he can be pretty tanky. Before this Goku builds up from being hit, he certainly could take a lot of damage if Cell Max super attacked. I saw, I believe, the stats for Cell Max. He doesn't really do that much damage, but he increases his attack when he supers. So he is going to get stronger as the turn goes on if he supers more and more, which means your floating characters can be at a huge disadvantage depending upon what happens, right? Because of the fact that Cell Max sort of builds up damage throughout the turn. Now, again, I don't think that this mission is really too bad. Both missions, hybrids, and this, you probably can just run some sort of, like, movie hero variant. Maybe hybrids is a little bit tougher, but, like, a character like Orange Pickle, like, this rotation right here, they're all movie heroes, right? So, like, running something like this could be very effective, right? Like, no matter what struggles you might think there is, you could run the Gammas, or Vegeta and Trunks, or Tech God Goku, or Tech Carnival Goku, like, in a mix. You can get creative because you only need 4 Battle of Wits units here, which is good. Again, they kind of went easy, I think, on people by letting them do that. But a full Battle of Wits team is certainly tough, because that last slot, even on the team I'm using, is a little iffy. I went with STR Vegito. It actually pays off in a major way, but this took a couple of tries. Even with how good Piccolo is, how good Carnival Goku is, this still took me a few tries to get done, just because it all matters on your opening turn RNG, right? Like that in LR Vegito character, I use them in here. Turn 1, they eat 500k from a super attack after they super, right? Like it's just your opening rotations matter so much. This is why I was expecting that this was going to be the case, and it turned out to be true. The designs for Orange Piccolo and Ultimate Gohan are centered around this fight right here. What I mean by that is because of the design of this fight, where, you don't, like, you can build your team, but you don't know, like, if this AGL character is going to start the fight against the tech phase, right? If this int character is going to end up, well, I guess the problem is if you're running in here with STR characters and AGL, because, Cell Max, he's going to be those 2 typings disadvantage for them early in the fight. I guess if you're going to bring an int character, you'll have, that's turn 5, you'll have time to potentially move the int character out of the way of that, right? I guess, right? So it's like really type disadvantage against the AGL phase, and the tech phase of his is what is really tough. And I've found that AGL Kid Gohan, I lost several times to him just getting demolished going up against that tech phase of Cell Max, right? And it's just not, there's not really too much you can do. If you're not going to use items, and you guys know, I do these challenges around no items, you're just kind of shit out of luck. So these characters like Orange Piccolo and LR Ultimate Gohan, Beast Gohan, they're important for this fight that guard for the first several turns. So those characters, LR Goku Black and Zamasu, Banner Unit Fasha, you know, the physical LR Goku and Piccolo, characters that Hearts is another good example. Characters that guard for the first several turns actually can be very, very handy for this type of fight. I've been saying I do like that design choice. Giving characters a couple of turns right at the start of guard is very effective. And that's why, you know, Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo are going to work really well in this fight, because no matter what the opening RNG is, they will be able to take some of these hits a little bit better than most. I know I have seen a lot of discussion, of course, about the EZA LR Gohan. I guess we'll save my thoughts for him in this event for when we do the Hybrid Saiyan mission, but he's not as good in this fight as you would think, right? Like, you can get very bad luck, and he could get cucked right away. STR Piccolo, he is still just so crazy. It's actually wild how good Power Awakening Piccolo is, and that STR Piccolo, right? Like, they are such a good partnership. The support, you know, they're both supporting the rotation. Piccolo, of course, if he gets hit, he gives the key to the rotation. This Piccolo, you know, he's got damage reduction. He could do a lot of things, and they're also healing with that Namekian link, which is very, very handy. Now, I did choose to not stay transformed with STR Vegito. Should be fairly obvious to you guys why. I don't... STR Vegito is completely incapable of taking hits. I mean, we probably wouldn't have gotten torched by this Cell Max. Oh, well, Super Attack, yeah, never mind. I guess we would have, actually. So it's a good thing I stayed in base Goku and Vegeta. And we got pretty lucky that, you know, they're there on a rotation, you know, the physical phase. Like, that's the last unit on the team, the Goku and Vegeta. I make a slight misplay right here. So I should have, if you guys look at the field of orbs right there, I should have I should have had Pycon or the other character in slot 1 hit that first in orb, and I would have been able to have Orange Piccolo do a little bit more damage. Now, remember, this fight, Orange Piccolo is still incredible. His transformation is still incredible in this fight. No doubt about that, because he's still going to do a lot of damage on this turn for free. But Cell Max does counter Orange Piccolo a little bit, because you only get one turn. Typically, Orange Piccolo is at least 2 turns, maybe 3 turns. But because Cell Max changes typings, that cancels Piccolo's transformation. It's still good. He's still going to do a lot of damage, and I would argue Orange Piccolo is probably still the best character in the game for this fight, regardless of the fact that it only lasts for 1 turn. But all this damage, all of this is still free damage we're putting on Cell Max, where he can't touch us, no matter what, right? So it's like, even if this only lasts for 1 turn, because he's got the built-in additionals, and because he gives him so much ki for free, he can still do some decent damage, as you guys could see. This is the one character I've built offensively where time has gone by, and I've like thought to myself, yeah, I made the correct choice. I recently have built 4 top-tier units offensively. Orange Piccolo, EZA Blue Gogeta, EZA AJLR Gohan, and EZA Cell. I regret that EZA is building them offensively, but Orange Piccolo, building him offensively, now that we're a couple weeks out, it was definitely the right choice to maximize his effectiveness in his orange transformation. Now, remember, Cell Max can hit, like, he can do damage, but he's not one of these, this guy is not one of these 1.5 million damage super attack bosses, right? So it's like, so Piccolo was at, what, nearly 700k defense with 20% damage reduction, and he's at double digits right there, right? So it's like, you get a character, like, with that level of defense, you're going to be looking good. But there we go, there's the Battle Wits mission. This actually did take me a couple of tries, because again, I'm using a full Battle Wits team here, right? I'm not running, you know, like, Gamma 1 and 2, or Vegeta and Trunks, or Tech God Goku, or something like that. I wanted to challenge myself to the full category. This one, you know, took me, this might have been the 3rd try or something like that. I had Vegito completely sell for me a couple of times, and I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I'll just try STR Vegito instead, because they've got the damage reduction at the start, right? So there we go. The hybrid mission was the one that actually was a little bit tricky for me. So we got this mission done here in the Cell Max Red Zone. Let me know what you guys think of the Cell Max Red Zone fight. I like it. The design is way different from the Metal Cooler Core and Broly and Omega, and I think that's a good thing. They went in a different direction, and I actually really like it. Again, I think that funny, that STR Carnival Goku is not out on Global yet. He really does feel like built for this fight to me, which is pretty interesting. So let me know what you guys think about the fight and everything. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.